This is my first ever video on YouTube, and posting it 6 years ago was a single best decision in my life. I was just an introverted Ukrainian girl filming crappy unpacking videos with her Google Pixel 2. Nobody watched, but I kept going anyways. Since then, every good thing that happened to me, leaving my 9 to 5, starting my business, working with big creators, has been directly tied to having a YouTube channel. Besides adopting this cutie, who clearly doesn't want to be with me. Okay. Today I'm sharing 5 not so obvious reasons to start a YouTube channel right now. Starting with the reason number 1, if you create YouTube videos, you can get people to do what you want. And that's because YouTube teaches you to speak like the top 1%. I remember just recently I hopped in a call with a 7-figure business owner. And you know what he told me? He says, I looked at the ideas that you created for me and you know what? I think they are generic. I was so shocked. My heart literally, no, not literally, of course. My heart fell into my feet. I don't know if it's the actual English idiom. I got so sweaty. My palms got sweaty because, well, as a millennial, maybe you can relate. I don't handle rejection very well. I want everybody to like me. And the fact that he didn't like me was annoying. But I pulled myself together and I explained him why he was not right. Like, again, me and nobody who's just like, hi, Mr. Prospect, you are not correct. My strategy is built on X, Y, and Z. And on one hand, I thought that was surprising. I explained it well. I was calm and collected. He understood and he agreed with me eventually. But on the other hand, of course I can do it well. I talked YouTube strategy a million times on this channel. So sure, it comes more naturally now because here's how it happens. You write your scripts. You organize your thoughts. You speak on camera. You review yourself speaking. You improve at speaking, and you get people to buy what you're selling. Whether it's a product you want to sell or it's just an idea. Like if you want to sell your husband an idea to go on a vacation to Hawaii, speak better. It definitely will not hurt. Building high-level connections. This is Graham. He was creating a lot of short-form content. He was running a successful membership and affiliate business. But only when he started to record videos on YouTube, he started to get recognized by business owners and high-level professionals in the airports. He literally has become a celebrity. The thing is, long-form content, specifically video content, is not watched by doom scrollers. It is found by people with long attention spans who might not even have time to scroll the Instagram feed. Graham says, let me quote him, I think the quality of people, business owners on YouTube that want help with whatever I'm offering is even a level higher. Because what do these people do if they have a problem and they need a solution for it? They Google it or they search for it on YouTube. In case with Graham, they are searching for credit card strategy Canada. And Graham's video shows up number 1 ranked on YouTube inquiry like this. And if people like Graham decide to just show up consistently, record videos to help people, they rank in search in Google and they rank in search in YouTube for people who are too busy to doom scroll. Graham is my client, by the way, and we did a really great packaging strategy for him. This is what helped him rank number 1 by niche search inquiries, become a celebrity in the area of expertise, and we helped him get more than 5,000 subscribers interested in his product in 90 days, specifically because we nailed the thumbnails and titles. And if you want the skill to create compelling titles that are irresistible to click on, you can go to my Instagram page and DM me 100 and get my 100 viral title templates. These are the exact title templates that helped us to get results like this. So let me summarize how exactly YouTube is helping you build high-level connections. First, you post videos. High-level people find those videos in search and also in home feed. You get known as the niche expert. People all over the world contact you, and this is how you build high-level connections. One more little thing. I know it's been a long point, please bear with me. I often think that what would happen if suddenly I become disabled? Let's say I become deaf or blind, or I will lose the ability to walk, which honestly can happen living in Ukraine, okay? So now I feel pretty calm about that scenario. And the reason for that is that I know so many people who might help me to, get a job in a very unfortunate circumstance or help me, get more clients in other areas if I cannot have my business anymore. Having connections gives you so much security that if something happens, there's somebody who might help you. And of course, you should be also the one who would help them too in case they need your help. YouTube is not just a platform, it's a leverage tool. Once people can find you, your options multiply. And this is how you can create freedom and build the life you want. Honestly, up until I was like 25 or something, I didn't believe that I have a chance to be successful or anything close to it. As I said, I was just a girl and, well, probably a woman. Age is really cruel.
I'm just a baby.
I really thought that it would be so amazing to make $1,000 a month, which is pretty good for this area where I live. This was like the peak of my dreams, just so you know. But once I got approached by somebody who wanted to get coached on YouTube strategy, and I was not even recording videos on YouTube strategy back then. I had a minimalism channel. It was so random, but they offered me money, online money. For me, not for my boss. Honestly, I didn't realize it was that special back then. That was just free money to talk about the things I like. But later on, I realized it's a freaking key. The key to live wherever you want, to do what you want. It's flexible schedule. It's no income ceiling. You can do business. You can work remote. You can become a fractional executive, working part-time, spending the rest of the time with your family and friends. You can become a media company and sell sponsorships. You can freelance. You can charge more. You can reject the work you hate. Only, and I mean only, visibility can give this kind of freedom. Like, there's no freaking chance I could make the money I make right now in corporate in Ukraine, where the median salary is like $600. When you're visible, people say yes more likely to the thing that you offer. Whatever it is, you are top of mind. And if I think, for example, right now, copywriting, I might need a copywriter. I already have like 3 people in my mind who I could ask for help, of course, in exchange for money. And if you are a really, really good copywriter, but you are not visible on the internet, on YouTube, you're not one of the people that I thought about. And therefore, you are not someone who I bring my money to. Not because those people I know are better. They might even be worse, but just because they have the visibility and I just know them. Now you might be thinking, okay, this is all amazing, but what do I do right now? If you don't have a YouTube channel yet and like any social media presence, I think one of the best things that you can do right now is to just sit down and record a 5-minute video on your area of expertise. If you have a job that you know something about, probably, right? That's your job. Then record something about this job, about the thing you learned last week. You don't need to post this anywhere, but this will be an essential kickstart of you sharing who you are, what your brand is about on camera. And eventually, this is what happens. You post YouTube videos, you get visible, you have 145 ways to monetize this visibility. You start a lifestyle business. You help people and spend your time as you prefer. Now, if you're like me and value not only freedom, but also becoming a better person every day, YouTube makes you a more intelligent person. About a year ago, I started an experiment. I started to post community posts on one of my clients' channels. Right now, this community section is called Posts. To my surprise, it made us 500,000 impressions in 5 months. And these are not high production videos that take tens of hours and a lot of money to create. These are like 5-minute posts, photos, quotes, polls. After I ran this experiment, I sat down to create a video about it. And this forced me to make an analysis, to look back and see what posts worked the best, what posts worked the worst, the easiest to create, the hardest to create, etc. I will leave the video where I share this all right here, so I'm not gonna dive deeper into that. But here's what I'm trying to explain. After school, we get so sucked up in our work that we stop learning, we stop memorizing stuff. We think that we learn something by doing, which is only 50% true. The truth is, you don't just take action, get the result, then take action again, and somehow get a better result next time. This is not how it works. If you just keep doing and doing, even though it's better than mental masturbation with consuming a lot of educational content, it's not really gonna drive you better results with time. The actual learning happens when you add feedback in this loop. This is why it's called the feedback loop. You take action, you get the result, and in order to actually improve your results over time, you need to go through this feedback stage and reflect on what you've done and what result it brought. That's what your YouTube channel is for. You reflect on what you do and you actually learn while writing the outlines, while recording videos. And now, as a result, I know what community posts work and which ones don't. So here's how it happens. You post YouTube videos, you reflect on your actions with each video, you analyze your work, you learn and improve based on that. And this is how you become a more intelligent person. Unfortunately, the next learning cost me my childhood memories. If you don't know me yet, I think it's time to get closer, baby. So, I'm a minimalist, very much. I had 2 minimalism channels in past. And as a minimalist, I declutter regularly. And as a part of some of the decluttering sessions in past, I threw away all my childhood poems. I cannot even tell you how much I regret that. You know how fun it was to sometimes look back and read an actual poem on iodine for animals.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
When I was writing the outline for this video, I was like, damn, I was so weird. So this was an actual topic of my poem. I was talking about how iodine is very good for animals and how old ladies wash their cattle in iodine because it's that good. And the last line of the poem was something like, but it's not for people and not for kids, as if kids are not actual people. So as I grew, I realized how important it is for me to have and keep memories, to be able to look back and see how I spoke, how I looked, how I reflected, to hear some stories that I might forget in future, because this is how I will see where I've come. Like I recently saw accidentally almost one of my past videos where I talked about the weekends. And back then I had quite a bad relationship with the weekend. I remember in that video I was saying weekends are for rest. I should stop blaming myself for working on weekends. It's only for rest. Like looking back, I realized she definitely had some internal conflict, but she overcame that. And I'm quite proud of her because right now I don't have a toxic relationship with the weekend. If I want to work on the weekend, I just do. I see value in that. I understand that. I see where I've come mentally, how my mindset has changed. And this is so motivating. It keeps me going forward because there's no better motivation than the actual result of your action. When you see the result, then you have the proof that in future you can do something like that. You can change, you can get better. So if you're stuck in comparison to others, which I totally am. I literally had to delete Instagram for my phone because I compare myself so much. Then this is for you, because past self is actually the only person that you should compare yourself to. And you can only do that if you document your life. So with YouTube, you capture every moment and every stage of your life. You post YouTube videos. You get to look back on them. You see how far you've come. You get motivated to do more. And it is just such a great feeling when you can revisit any past moment. You know, as a part of this video, I wanted to make like a comprehensive breakdown. And I was thinking, probably there are plenty of reasons to not create a YouTube channel, right? There are reasons to do that, but it's not for everybody, right? As a business owner, I can tell that yes, YouTube is not sometimes the best decision to drive traffic for your business. And I probably shoot myself in the foot saying that because I literally sell YouTube production to business owners. That's true, it's not for every business. But as an individual, I can't really come up with a scenario where I wouldn't want to create YouTube videos. Seriously, even if I'm rich and I don't even have to work any day in my life ever again, I would still want to develop as a person, reflect on my actions, and be heard. And I don't know a better tool for it than YouTube. That's why I don't really see myself stopping to create YouTube videos in the next 5 to 10 years at least. And that's why I committed to taking as many YouTube related courses in this year as possible. So if you're interested in this insights from paid courses and coaching programs, then you can subscribe if you're interested in more of that. Last time I checked, subscribing was free. I don't know what it's like right now. By the way, I'm taking Aprilyn Elter's course right now, and this video idea was not actually mine, it was my coach's idea. So tell me, how is it? Do you like it? And also, if you want my 100 viral title templates, you can DM me 100 on Instagram. And I hope you have the most wonderful day. Goodbye. I love this chair. Goodbye. Okay, enough. Too much fun. It's 4th Wednesday.